So I want you to think about something for a second. If somebody came up to you and was trying to help you out in a situation and they looked at you and said, "You are wrong, how can I help?" Versus somebody who came to that exact same scenario and looked at you and said, "You're right, how can I help?" Would the outcome, would the level of intervention be different in those two scenarios? And the truth is that it definitely would be. And the reason I bring this up is this is what we've got going on in medicine. And the place from where you start asking your questions is going to determine the rightness of the answers to those questions. So somebody looking in at your body saying, "You're wrong, how can I help you?" They're going to have very good, right answers from that perspective. Somebody looking in at your body saying, "You are wrong, how can I help you?" are going to have very right answers according to that perspective. And so what I talk about a lot of times is the difference between right and true. And what is true is that your body is always right. So if ever you are looking in at your body and saying, "You are wrong, how can I help you?" even if you get a right answer, it's not going to be a true answer. And there's a huge difference in what that looks like. And that's the same thing for anything going on in the human body. So when you are wanting to ask a question to understand what's going on in your body, it is very important that you not only alter the questions being asked, but alter the premise from which you ask those questions. And just to keep it as simple as you possibly can, start from the premise that if your body's doing it, it's for a reason and it's right. That doesn't mean you feel good in the expression or the outcome, the effect of the cause, right? So you can still be the cause to alter the effect, but just because your body's showing you an effect that you don't like does not make that process wrong. And so then when you're trying to support your body in a true way, you have to ask from the angle, from the perspective, from the premise, "You're right, now how can I help?" versus "You're wrong, how can I help?" Those are going to be two very different therapeutic approaches. Those are going to be two very different realities in how you intervene and support that physical manifestation or presentation. And it's something very important to think about. Really go into what I'm saying here. And if it's too complicated when you're thinking about physicality and physiology and all of that stuff, zoom out and just think again. If you were doing something and you knew why you were doing it and something happened and you needed help, the person that comes in and says, "You're right, how can I help?" versus the person that comes in and says, "You're wrong, how can I help?" would the outcomes be different, even though both of those scenarios was somebody trying to help you? Think that through and then put that on your body and imagine all the times that you've been helping it, or an expert or a practitioner has tried to help you or give you good answers, and how they can be good and right, but oftentimes not true, and how important that difference actually is.